Hi everybody, I am Jason, that is Brett, and on this episode of Brett's Brick Builds, for our classic set, we have an older kit. It is a kit from 1987, so it's 36 years old, and it is kit number 6641, four-wheeling truck. And it's not a kit I set out to buy. It's a kit that came in a lot of other ones, and by a lot I mean there were like 4 other sets that were with it, but these are one of the 4 sets that were with the one main kit that I wanted to get. So this is in super nice shape for the age. So what do you say, Brett? You want to hop right in and get this one built? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one here. Pieces kind of rolling around. I think it was like originally an 81 piece kit. This should be complete. And well, just go ahead and hop right into it here with the instructions. We have, first thing we have is our minifigure. And he's the older type, smiley face. He does have an interesting shirt, which I'll get here when I get him all put together. Maybe folks can see him. He has a little displayer here for you. And then get up there and take a look at him. And bump the camera again. It wouldn't be me showing you something if I didn't bump the camera, you know. So what he's got is a standard minifig. His shirt has a truck on it. He's got the sleeveless tank top, and he's basically got a shirt of his truck on here. I mean, that's colors are a little different, but still, I think we know the type of person that we're dealing with here. Let's set him there. I'll get myself seated again. Yeah, Brett, you're right. It almost feels like somebody took a composite picture of like a monster truck rally group and then said, let's make the minifigure look like that. And they were not far off, in my humble opinion, on what he wound up looking like. Parts kind of jammed in position there, but we'll get them off of there and we'll get going. We're dealing with our standard for so many years that now we have the, if you see any of the builds with the Speed Champions or whatever, there's kind of a regular chassis they use on those, and in this time period this was pretty much the go-to Lego chassis that they used back then. So we're in familiar territory. Got a fair amount of bricks going on this one. And this is another one of those ones where I don't know the history of it, but I'm looking at it here. It's just almost all the pieces seem brand new. I know the instructions are, I kind of glanced over those, glanced over them, then I glossed over them at the beginning of the build. They are in super good shape, so I think, again, we have a case of put together and then put on a shelf, put together and then put away. There it is. Plate. We have these 2 90-degree guys. That might be not an original piece with the kit. It's the only piece in the kit that's kind of yellow. I mean, yeah, the white that's kind of yellow. So maybe revealing a little more of the build as we go on. That this was played with and it's kind of been updated over time, or I guess you could say fixed with some more modern parts. So they went through and saw what was missing to make a complete kit, and that's what they came up with, which is okay with me. They got, we're able to make a complete build out of something. Finding a few parts on the Legos Pick-a-Brick, able to make a kit complete again. That's great. Grill. Pieces over here. These older, as I pointed out, some of the newer kits compared to the older kits, they definitely, as time went on, have less steps per, or less bricks being added per step than these. I kind of have to keep an eye on building, make sure I'm not skipping pieces or parts, because what do I always say, Brett? Yeah, you got to keep an eye on me, because I will inadvertently, not through any form of anger or malice or anything, but I will inadvertently go through and put the, what would you say? Put the wrong pieces on at the wrong time, I guess you could say that. Now, one thing I did notice as I'm going here, this has the round yellow headlights. And what leads me to believe that somebody used parts to make a kit complete is it's calling out for the square yellow headlights on the front. So I'll see if I have any of those as the build, as we complete the build, and see if I can switch out some pieces, maybe if I have any in my bag of tricks around the house here. Checking on myself as I'm going here. And we do have, these were really, I always thought these were really neat. Yeah, there it was. I wasn't feeling like that was going to pop in like they wanted it to, but it certainly did. With a sunroof. You gotta have your sunroof if you can open it. Here. Take this together. Give you folks a little better look where we're at. It's got a roof. And we got the back and the opposing side. Then we're flipping her over, and that's why them two pieces were stuck on there, because they were calling out on this step. It's like when the seller sent it, they just forgot to remove them, because they do pretty much blend in there as the black on black on the bottom. Two yellow barrels. I'm guessing for like, there's supposed to be shocks on the front. We got this thing is way jacked up. It's gonna be sitting very high. So there's supposed to be airbags maybe, but I've never seen yellow airbags on something. That's okay. We'll keep going. Kind of like a push bar situation. We have these four, call them like hijackers, to get the suspension up where it has to be. Roll bar sub-assembly. There's a lot going on here. Just one roll bar. Is that Brett? Yeah. I've ever seen a sub-assembly on a roll bar with this much stuff going on it. together because you got to have the dual antennas. You got a pickup, lifted pickup. You got to have the dual. At the time, probably would have been CB antenna, which if you grew up during the time of CB radio, you know how influential that was on vehicles at the time. There we are. Antenna. And we are putting through this piece here for both. I'm not sure what this gray 1x2 is for. Humor me while I look back to see if I missed. I did not. It's just the wheels that are going on next, so looks like we've got 2 wheels on each side. So we're going 8 altogether. And we have the same way on the rear. I'm just going to slide the axle out here for this. Just make it easier for everybody. And by everybody, I mean me. So, that's it. Let's go ahead and put our driver in. What do we do when we put guys in cars, Brett? Arms up. There we go. We will. Here is ridiculously high-sitting pickup truck. Loosen those up just a bit so they spin a little better. Had everything pushed together really tight, keeping it square, but now, there we're good. Those. Give you a look. There's a side view. This is the older kind of kits where the doors actually open, so you can hop out and fall to his death, I guess, or suffer serious injury as he falls out of the vehicle because it sits up so high. So other side, see if we can get the, there we go. Got the sunroof open, just cruising along out on the dunes or the beach, or as I jokingly say, at least around here where we live at, when I see trucks lifted this high, usually a good indicator it's never actually been off-road or even in the grass. But that is kit 6641 from 1987, four-wheeling truck. And the headlights do bug me that they're round and not square. I'm gonna look and see if we've got some squares. I can finish up this cut and then this kit and it'll truly be complete. But do you have any input to add, Brett? Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of in a definitely got the red, white, and blue look. Appears to be just as how would you say, a highly Americanized version of a truck. Definitely checking a lot of boxes, stereotypes, and sadly fact. Some of these, but so he's got the hood off. He's got the intakes or velocity stacks, whatever you want to call them. Got the light bar with the headlights on. Yeah, that was a pretty enjoyable build. Want to thank you all for stopping by. That is Brett. I am Jason. On behalf of Brett's Brick Builds, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. We appreciate that. Helps with the algorithm, helps with the views, lets us continue to grow the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to go see if we got any of those headlights and the square blocks, and we will see you next time on Classic Build. Bye. Hey everybody, just cutting in real quick again at the end here. I did go through mine and Brett's bag of tricks, and I did find some of the yellow clear square headlights. So I went ahead and put those on. So now it is true to instructions and true to the time period build. It has the proper headlights on it. Not a big deal, but if you're a particular kind of person like I am, that would have bugged me until I had either ordered them or found them somewhere. But I had some in my my extra assortment bag, so I was able to get them on there. But just giving you the heads up on that. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.